Some folks call it a sling blade. I call it a Kaiser blade. With a long blade on it, shaped kind of like a banana.
Alright, we're not going to be making banana-shaped slings in this video, but I will show you how to make a 1/35 scale sling for a Thompson machine gun. And these are some of the detail items I'll be using. Once the piece is cut to shape, I can then sand it smooth. This is by far the easiest way to sand things that are too small to hold in your hands. The first thing needed was to attach the swivels to the bottom of the machine gun. Using a surface such as a tile is perfect for cutting out photo etch parts. This ensures that they won't become damaged or misshapen. You'll go through more blades doing it like this, but it's much cheaper to change out a blade than an expensive sheet of photo etch. This Tamiya etch bender is perfect for holding the parts while filing off the little burrs, but any flat type pliers will work just as well. If you're interested to learn more about photo etch, I have a whole video dedicated to that, and I'll link it in the description below, and you can check it out after you finish watching this video. You'll need to drill some holes first before attaching the swivels. I like these drill bits because you don't need any other accessories like a pin vise or a motor tool to use them. A needle helps get things centered up. If you're looking to purchase this drill bit set, check out my affiliate link below. The link will take you to my Amazon store where you'll find these and many other great modeling related items. And as always, I truly appreciate your support. Another simple upgrade is to deepen the barrels on all your weapons. This is a simple technique, but really goes a long way to add that extra bit of realism. A bit of CA is all that's needed to secure the swivel. Using medium CA gives you a little time to fiddle with it before it sets. When working with such small photo etch parts, and if your eyes are like mine, a good set of magnifiers is really required. Unless, of course, you're still blessed with 20/20 vision.
Creativity is for people with glasses who like to lie.
I think this is a good start. And the front swivel was done in the same fashion. Here you can see why I like using this softer metal. It's super easy to manipulate, and as you'll see later, it takes paint really well. I then added the buckle detail to the end of the strap. Using these etch details does take a little bit of practice and a steady hand, but I really think it's worth the extra effort. And I think you can see that here. With the two ends done, the center section could now be completed. This took a little over an hour to produce, and I think it'll be adequate enough for a 1/35 scale representation. I'll be using my Mobius 0.2 airbrush, and I'll be priming it with this Kaleido black primer. This primer works great straight up without any thinning. However, I'm not a fan of the caps they put on those bottles. Hopefully they'll fix that. If you're interested in the Gallery brand of airbrushes or any of their paints, I'd appreciate you using my affiliate link where you'll get a 10% discount off anything Gallery sells. and that link will also be in the description below. For all the wooden areas, I used old wood. It was a nice neutral base tone for the wood I was trying to replicate. 2 thin coats are better than 1 thick coat. This helps to prevent brush marks and you'll get a smoother finish. I've recently started using the AK acrylic thinner and the ultra matte varnish. I find these 2 products help with surface tension and leveling the paint. The sling was then painted with wWII khaki. I never used the acrylics straight out of the bottle. I always thinned them down probably 20 to 30%. Again, this helps with smoother application and you'll see less brush marks. I then used AK Quick Gen leather to add a wash to all the wooden parts. The wash helps to add depth and brings out all those detail areas. I used a lighter shade to pick out all the raised areas on the sling. I'm adding fine lines here to replicate some textures. This can help really add a lot of impact and interest to the final look. This next step will help tone and blend everything together to make it look a little more natural. And what's wood without some wood grain? There are several methods to creating wood grain, but my favorite is still using good old brushwork. For this method, you probably want to do about a 50-50 mix of thinner to paint. And put away those 000 brushes. Use a bigger brush that holds more paint. That way you'll get more consistent lines and your paint won't dry out as fast. Painting fine lines like this isn't magic, but of course you do need to know how to thin your paint and practice. I'll alternate between darker and lighter shades to really try to replicate the wood pattern. How do you guys like to replicate wood? I'd be interested to know. Leave a comment down below and we can continue the conversation. And the secret sauce to really making metal look like metal is using an HB pencil. Make sure your base coat is matte black, not gloss black. That way it'll give the graphite something to stick to. I like to coat the whole surface, but the edges are probably the most important. That's where you're going to get that shine from. Well, will you look at that? I managed to get this video under 10 minutes. If you found some value in this video or just enjoy my content, please consider subscribing, hit that bell notification, but the most important thing you can do is give me a like. That tells YouTube that you enjoyed my content and they'll serve it up to others interested in the same type of videos. Well, I hope you stick around for the next installment where I'll be putting these fellas in a small diorama vignette type of situation. For more interesting content, check the video out on your screen right now. And I'll see you there.